Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be taking a look at the Minecraft movie trailer. Now I need to start off by acknowledging my hefty biases here. The biggest one is the fact that I have actually spent time on set of the Minecraft movie in New Zealand. I got to take a look at a bunch of the props, a bunch of the gigantic landscapes and buildings that they created for the movie. It was pretty awesome, and it's hard for me to forget that. I also got to spend a bunch of time speaking to the crew and the people that actually worked on the movie, and again, just knowing how much they care. It's hard to forget that when you're watching something that they've made. And my second big bias is that I absolutely love Jared Hess, the director of the Minecraft movie. He created one of my favorite films of all time, which is Napoleon Dynamite. So obviously I have a huge amount of faith in his ability to create fantastic, amazing movies. And thirdly, I'm sort of in the film industry myself, and I know how ridiculously hard everyone on these sets works, which is why I find it hard to be critical at all, because I think it's just a miracle that any of these things get made in the first place. So if you're expecting incredibly spicy hot takes and extremely negative opinions, they're probably not going to come from me, but regardless, I thought it'd be fun to take a look at it and see what the trailer looks like. Okay, first things first, the landscapes look completely nuts. The gigantic archway, and then the mountains and lakes and flowers and things look pretty fantastic. There's just so much information here. I do think it is hard to escape the feeling that this is an obvious set extension. I mean, I know that's like a given, but still, I think just with the real people being in the foreground, there is a slight disconnect there. So I can see a tree in the background, and that is one thing that I absolutely loved seeing in person, was the real life Minecraft trees. They literally had like lichen on standby. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Jason Momoa with the mullet and that jacket is a vibe. He's also either got a Tommy Innit t-shirt on or a Vote for Pedro t-shirt on. Both of them are relevant to the movie in some way, shape or form, I guess. Okay, the sheep. Okay. I personally think that they know it's ridiculous. They know it looks so goofy. They know that it has just the craziest face, and that's kind of why they've led with it in the trailer. Like, you have to think of the tone that they're setting here. They're basically saying that this is a movie that shouldn't be taken too seriously, and they immediately acknowledge the ridiculousness of the Minecraft world with the line that follows it. Like, it's almost like you see the sheep and you think, what the heck? And then the trailer immediately says that. Again, if you've spent any time watching Jared Hess's films, you'll know that they kind of lean into the world of just like absurdist, slightly surreal situations. And I definitely think that falls into this camp. Is it bad looking? I guess that's subjective. I can see why some people would have like a visceral reaction to it. I personally just think it looks hilarious. I mean, the teeth are a lot. There are a lot of teeth. There are a lot of teeth in all of the Minecraft mobs, and the teeth are very real looking, like they're glossy. Oh, and it looks like the kid is holding something, so that is interesting. Okay, the piglins and the ghasts and the chains, they look pretty wild. The ghasts are kind of gross, but in like a good way. They look sort of horrifying. The piglins also look horrifying. The drums are very cool. Oof. Okay, the backlit shot of the wolf is a bit of a stunner. Yeah, that is really beautiful. That is like so Minecrafty. That looks like a desktop wallpaper. I mean, here's the thing, you know, like the pure CG shots obviously look absolutely fantastic. I was extremely curious to see how they're going to gel in the humans into the Minecraft world. So far, I mean, I've only seen it on a wide. So now with the armory room, this looks really, really cool. I mean, the crafting table, the fact that they're actually crafting with physical items has me pretty excited. Seeing all of the TNT and things in the background, what looks to be little diamond helmets on helmet stands. You've got the fireworks, all sorts of different potions and bits and pieces. I'm like completely ignoring the fact that there is a pair of buckets chained to one another here. I mean, again, I got an opportunity to spend some time with some of these props and see some of these things up close and personal, and it felt pretty ridiculous to be able to hold what felt like actual Minecraft items. I got to hold a little log, and the little log was crazy. It had lichen on it. Like, it was like a hand-painted tiny little log. Okay, every single wide in this film looks completely nuts. It's like Minecraft turn to 1,000. I really do wonder if they got like Minecraft build teams to work on these builds, or if they just got the production designers to do it, because these Minecraft builds are so Minecrafty. Oh no, okay, so we got a floating tree. I'm glad that they're acknowledging the ridiculousness of Minecraft gravity, and I can see a tiny log. He held the tiny log. There is a chance that I have touched that tiny log. See, now where this shot is a little bit closer up, and the background is thrown out of focus, this feels really, really good. Like, there's no disconnect here. It's really believable that he is existing in this Minecraft world. Oh, and the gold sword as well. That is one thing that I was kind of concerned about, is weapons, because Minecraft weapons, if you transport them into real life, they kind of look like a children's novelty toy, but I think they've walked the line really, really well. It looks like an effective weapon while still feeling like a Minecraft item. All right, we've got Jason Momoa still in his ridiculous outfit. I'm assuming he's staying in that the whole film, with a creeper behind him, and the creeper looks fluffy. Now, that is something that surprised me a little bit, but then I thought about it some more, and I kind of remembered what the idea behind the texture of the creeper is. You see, creepers are meant to be like camouflaged stealth hunters, and they're meant to camouflage with leaves, so it kind of makes sense that they're not like fluffy, it's more foliage. They're almost made out of like organic material. Now, do I think they should have gone for like a more lizardy skin or like scales? I don't know. I'm assuming they played around with that, and I'm assuming they tested it out. I actually saw a tweet from one of the Mojang devs recently about a creeper that used to be in the Mojang office that is like deconstructed, and I saw the scaly skin of that, and I was like, that kind of looks good. Like, that kind of looks creepery. And I honestly don't know where I sit with it. Like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. In my head, I guess I do think of creepers being more kind of reptilian than they are organic. But equally, I'm on board with this interpretation. The one thing that I absolutely agree with is you wouldn't be able to have the traditional Minecraft creeper texture in this sort of movie, because it's just like a crazy noisy mess. So they had to take some creative liberties here, and it could have gone either way. The creeper did not blow up. That is interesting. I was 100% certain there was going to be a creeper explosion in this trailer, but the nether looks nuts. Again, every single sort of landscape or like wide set piece that they've done so far has looked completely bonkers. Okay. Jack Black might just be the funniest. Jack Black can say anything and it's entertaining to me. He has a ridiculous face, and I mean that in the best possible way. And him just saying, "I am Steve," and then staring directly, basically down the barrel of the lens, and then doing a little eyebrow wiggle, is everything that I need. I also kind of love the fact that they have just put Jack Black in like a blue vest and blue jeans. I think that's perfect. Wait, is it a turtleneck? Is it? Wait, it's a V-neck and a turtleneck. My goodness. That is a combo that I think that's a first, right? Has anyone ever worn a V-neck and a turtleneck at the same time? I don't know if I am like a strange person. I'm looking at this llama right here, and I just think it's the funniest thing ever. Like, the teeth are ridiculous. Like, everything is so over-exaggerated. Like, every mouth movement is over-exaggerated. The head movements and, like, things looking around with their entire body is so Minecrafty, I guess. Like, I'd never thought about that. Yeah, Minecraft mobs, they don't move their eyes at all, so everything is done with the head. And it looks like the VFX team have kind of taken that into account, and everything seems to like lead with its entire body, and there's just like a lot of physical humor in that. Don't get me wrong, it looks kind of cursed. It looks kind of wonky and weird, but I think that's the point. If it's not, I'm sorry. It's silly. It's silly. It's silly. The impression that I get from this, genuinely, so obviously there are some parts of it that I was like, whoa, that looks a bit crazy, and that looks like a bit strange and a bit weird, but the whole time I was just watching it thinking, this looks like a silly, goofy time. This just looks like it's gonna be like, I see this trailer and I think, if I went and saw this at the cinema, I'm just gonna have a silly, goofy time. I'm incredibly curious to see more Minecraft movie content release over the next couple months, and I'm incredibly curious to see the full movie, and I'm hoping I'll be there on April the 4th. I'll be seeing it in IMAX, front row, 70 mil. I'm assuming they're not playing it in 70 mil. And I'm preparing myself for just an absurd, ridiculous adventure with lots of teeth and very glossy eyes. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.